welcome back to another Elegant Magic video with me, Neil Edwards. It's not a magic trick this week, it's actually a top 5 tips. Most people have never seen a magician before live and up close, let alone had to go through the process of booking one. So I thought I'd share with you a top 5 tips for booking a magician for any event, whether it's a wedding, a corporate event, a birthday party. So I've done a natty little kind of visual sting, so let's get on with number 1. So let's get started with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is amateur or professional. Magic, like most forms of entertainment, such as musicians and music, starts off as a hobby and then develops from there. Now, there are many amateurs out there who skill-wise are far superior to many of the magicians who are professionals. But there are demands at an entertainment that are completely different to performing to family and friends. Having to walk into a strange environment that you don't know, having to speak to people you don't know, approach groups that you don't know, having to deal with maybe people who have had a few too many to drink, having to deal with people who may be awkward, are all things that the amateur magician may not have had experience in. Whereas a professional has spent years honing not only their craft as magic, but learning to deal with different people in different situations. So all I'm saying is that if you are going to book a magician and you're not sure whether to get an amateur or professional, then those are the things you have to weigh up. Tip number 2 is all about style and originality. Magicians come in all shape and sizes, from zany, crazy kids magicians to blue and close to the knuckle magicians. You've got the street magicians who turn up in like a t-shirt and jeans. You have mind readers and hypnotists, all these kind of things. And what you need to do is weigh up what you want for your event. What kind of performer do you want to entertain your family, friends and colleagues? Originality is also something that maybe you should consider. There are effects that magicians do, that many magicians do, such as turning sheets of paper into notes, or making a card that is chosen rise to the top and it appears in someone's wallet, or something like that. And they're all brilliant effects. But because of people like David Blaine and Dynamo, magic is becoming more popular at events. And what you need to realise is that sometimes people have been to events before and may have seen a magician or two in the past. So you just need to be aware that maybe whatever the magician you've hired is doing, they could have seen that effect before. As I say, those tricks are brilliant. Any magician performing them, they're great, but just be aware. Number 3, how much does a magician cost? Now, this depends on whether it's a professional, an amateur, a part-time, or what you require. This is why you'll find on most magicians' websites you won't find any prices, because you could want a 45-minute long stand-up show. You could want an hour's illusion show. There could be 30 minutes of a kind of parlour setting where you've got 12 or 13 people, all the way through mix and mingle and table hopping. So there's loads of options. Now, what I will say is that for a professional, you are talking £300 and upwards, up to maybe £2,000-3,000, even more if you want David Copperfield or David Blaine to turn up. But for a local full-time professional, you're talking around a basic level of about £300. If they're an amateur or a part-time, or they're just doing it for the experience, then anything from £50 to £250. The best thing to do is go to the other tips and see whether they're value for money. Number 4, ask questions. You are the customer, so you need to know things such as what kind of magic do they do and why is it suitable for your event? What options do they offer? You know what your event is, and the magician knows how they will be able to fit into that. So they will be able to give you options and say, I think this would be perfect, I think that would be perfect. Another question would be, ask for testimonials. Ask who their previous clients are and what they think about the magic that they provided. Basically, just ask them anything that comes to mind that you think is important, and any good professional will be able to answer them straight away. So here we are at number 5, the most important of all the 5 top tips, and it is this: go and watch them perform before you book them. And what I mean by this is most magicians will have weekly or monthly residencies at a bar or a restaurant. This is where they will go around, and for free you get to see 8 to 10 minutes of what they do. Now, this is not only a good night out for you, you can go and have a meal or some drinks, but it's also a good way to see what the magic is, how it works, and how the person you're thinking of booking is with a live audience. You can watch them go around the room and see how good they are. If they don't have a residency, there are things like bridal fairs that often magicians go to, and they'll be performing there through the day as they're trying to sell their wares. The kind of lowest tier of that, but still is a good indicator, is a good promotional video. Now, the thing you want to be looking out for in a promotional video are not flashy tricks where something all of a sudden happens at the camera. What you want are shots of the magician performing for a live audience. See the look on the people's faces, see the reactions. Like the David Blaine TV specials, you want it to be focused on the audience, because you want to know not what the magic is, but how the magic can affect and entertain your guests at your event. So, there you go. That is the top 5 tips for booking a magician for your event. If you liked this video, please click like, comment below, and please do share this on all your social media. If you know someone who's having an event and may want some entertainment, then show them this video. If you have any questions, send me an email or give me a ring. Thank you very much for watching another Elegant Magic video. My name's Neil Edwards. Have a good day.